Here's a segment from a recent Gun Talk Radio episode. You can listen to all the Gun Talk Radio podcasts however you tune in, or check out guntalk.com for more. We have a new sponsor and want to talk about what they're doing and the products they have, and it's pretty interesting. Joining me right now is Leah Thomas. I guess, Leah, you're a consultant with Muzzlestick, right?
That's correct, Tom.
Okay, so tell me about this company. Where do they come from, and who are these guys?
They've been around for a little while. They tried to launch pre-COVID, and that didn't work. They're owned by a Rumpke family out of Cincinnati, Ohio, and they take a lot of the plastics that they gather from their garbage business, and they mold them into chamber flags and barrel flags for firearms owners.
Well, that's pretty cool. Okay, chamber flags and barrel flags. And I know there are people who think, what is that and why do I need it? And, of course, anytime somebody says that to me, I think, okay, you've never been to a match, because there are a lot of competitions where you are required to have a chamber flag in your gun as a way of showing the world around you this gun is unloaded and empty, right?
That's correct. Yep, that's correct.
Okay, so a chamber flag is really just a piece of plastic that goes in the chamber with part of it that sticks out that's probably bright plastic color so everybody can see it.
Yeah, and I think what makes Muzzlestick different is their flags are probably, I don't even know how many times larger than most chamber flags, and they clearly state unloaded on them, so they're bigger, they're brighter, and they just are a much larger visual indicator than everything else that we see on the market.
I am seeing, and I'd love to get your take on this, Leah, I'm seeing more people starting to understand the value of this. You know, we always used to talk about, well, keep your gun unloaded, keep the chamber open so people around you can see that your gun's unloaded, like if you're at a public range or someplace. But it's not that easy to see if a gun's action is open, just glancing over. But when you see the chamber flag, you go, oh, yeah, okay, that was good.
And, you know, I think we think a lot about firearm safety, as you know, and gun safes and gun locks. But I challenge the thinking in that, what are you doing when your firearm is out of the safe? Are you clearly indicating that it's unloaded if it's unloaded? 58% of firearms owners keep a gun unlocked and hidden in their home, and another 18% keep a gun unlocked and unhidden in their home. So if you're going to keep a loaded firearm in your home and it's for self-defense or something, how are you clearly indicating that to someone that might be in your home that may have unfamiliarity with firearms? And that's where the barrel flags come in.
Okay, so tell me about the barrel flags.
So the barrel flags are designed to fit into the end of the barrel. They mark your firearm loaded very clearly. Like in the case of, honestly, the owner of of Muzzlestick, his wife's not familiar with firearms, and where he keeps the firearm loaded and hidden, if she comes across it, she knows it's loaded. She doesn't really want to educate herself on checking it, so she just leaves it alone. You
know, because you've run into this, I'm sure. People will say, well, you know, they should just get educated. You know, we should just be able to tell people. You know, that's kind of a narrow-minded focus, because there are people who say, look, I'm okay with you having guns. I don't need to know about them. That's not my thing. I'm not into that. But I would like to have the peace of mind of knowing when I see a gun, it's unloaded. And this would give them that visual representation of that.
I agree. And I just think you can't ever be safe enough. I just think, you know what, so what? How difficult is it to put in a flag, either marking it loaded or unloaded, so that there's just an additional level of communication about the status, right?
This is not a one solution to everything, but it's an additional thing that you can do as part of this continuum of gun safety.
Yeah, exactly. It's just one more step. And we feel, and we've done some research on it, some of the accidents of unintentional firearms deaths and shootings could have been avoided if there had been just a visual indicator involved. And so we're pretty passionate about changing the way that people think about how to handle their gun when it's out of the safe.
It's kind of cool. These folks are taking their basically recycled plastic and saying, what can we do with that? And because he's a gun owner, he says, I got an idea. Let's do this thing. And then you have this entire product line that comes out of it.
It is cool. And they're very passionate about people, and so passionate that they're willing to put this product onto the market and market it. And, you know, I don't have a vision that the the idea is to get rich fast. It's honestly to really help people have a safer experience with their firearm.
How do people find out more about it? Where do they go for these?
They can buy them online right now at muzlstik.com. That's the quickest and easiest way to do it. We're just starting to penetrate firearms ranges and gun stores, but it's not readily available very many places quite yet.
Okay, the spelling is a little odd, so give it out again, please.
Yeah, it's muzlstik.com.
Very good. Muzzle stick. Leah, thank you so much for taking time out of your travels. I know you're on the way to do more good things, and you're involved in a lot of things in the outdoor world. And I appreciate you taking a little bit of time to tell us about Muzzle Stick.
Thank you so much for your time, Tom, and we appreciate everything that you do.
Well, you take care. Appreciate that very much.